Hello everybody. So, I got something to tell you about. The Sunday night before last, we were here at the cabin and we were having a little barbecue. There was about 10 of us here. And at one point, my husband went over here into the woods to gather some wood for the fire pit. And he was over there breaking branches and breaking down some little dead trees to drag back. He was making quite a bit of noise, and I don't think he had any idea what he might attract by doing that. But anyway, about 10 minutes later, we were all sitting around the fire pit, and from just right over here, we started hearing whistles. Now this was really cool because my husband, he's sitting there and he looks over at my boss, who was sitting next to him, and says, "So Mike, you ever heard a bird like that?" And Mike says, "No, I haven't." And he looks around and he says, "Well, you know, I don't see Sam anywhere. It must be Sam over there doing some whistling." And a few minutes later, Sam came out of the cabin, which was really cool. The look on my husband's face was just priceless. I'll savor that forever. So that was very interesting. Okay, so after it got dark that night, we broke up into two groups. I led the first group, which was Sam and Debbie and Lee, and about the point we got to here on the trail, we heard one quick whistle from right here, followed by another one right over here, and then kind of sounded like they were moving away. And at that point, I got on the radio to contact Sandy, who was going to lead the second group up about 10 minutes behind us, and the radio wasn't working. So I left the pod here running with Sam and Debbie and Lee, and I went back to see what I could do about getting the radios working again. And while I was gone, they recorded a few more whistles. I'll play those for you.
Yeah, I think we're hearing a whistle. It's a couple of whistles.
Okay, so 10 minutes after the first group went up the trail here, Sandy led the second group, which was her and my dad and his wife Juanita, and they didn't get more than 20 seconds off the road, which is just right over there, when you can hear in Sandy's recordings the first whistles started. So whatever was here whistling while we were all sitting around the fire pit was still here when they headed up the hill. Okay, so we are back at gifting area number 1, and I left a container up here. The lid is down right there. I can't find the jar that it went with anywhere. We also have the bell down here on the ground. I left another canning jar right here that had the greasy jerky and what was it? Maybe peanuts or something in it. It's not here. I'm not seeing it anywhere. I've taken a pretty good look around. I'm gonna have to look a little harder. And our bucket, you can see right there. Let's see. There's the handle, and there's the bucket down here on the ground. We have one ball right here, and the spoon right there. There's the spoon. The other ball is gone. I'm not seeing it anywhere. So that makes 2 flashy balls that have now disappeared. Okay, so one of the things I've noticed here is the plastic ball, the one that is still here. It had this label on it, and I found the ball just right here, and the label off of it was over there. So it's been moved around out here. Anyway, so here Gabby's got the basket. We've got it refilled. So we've got the one remaining ball, a new jar of peanut butter, and 2 organic apples. And we're gonna get the hook down there and rehang it. We've got a new jar here that's half full of peanuts, half full of cranberries. The lid is on really tight. I have wiped all my fingerprints off, and I gotta tell you, I'm a little disappointed that the other one isn't here, because I had left greasy jerky in it and was really hoping to have some good fingerprints from that. So I'm just gonna have to look a little farther, I guess. Maybe I can still find it. But over here, up on the stump, we got some peanut butter cookies and a piece of pepperoni in a wrapper, Jack Links, that we're leaving right there. And I just happened to find these on sale yesterday at the grocery store, so I brought out a bigger ball, which I guess was a good idea, seeing as how the other good sparkly one has disappeared. So I'm going to hang that basket back up and find a place to put this, and then I'll show you how I'm leaving it. Okay, so we've got the bucket back up there, which took some doing. The hanger is now bent, so it doesn't really want to go back into the little holes very well, so I would imagine it's not going to be much longer. I'm going to have to get a different bucket. But anyway, so I got the apples, the peanut butter, and the remaining ball, and the spoon in there. We got the jar here. I have put the new ball right there. And we're going to ring the bell. New marks on the bell. Definitely got some scratches in it. Not seeing anything very interesting on it. Okay, so I'm going to ring it. Just had a stick break over there. Also, the guys from WASRT are here this week, so I have a radio. I'm going to let them know they're back at the cabin. I'm going to let them know I'm going to ring the bell, and we're going to see if they can hear it from here. So, okay, I'm getting ready to ring the bell. Radio. Okay, here it goes. I'm going to do it for a full minute. Okay, gonna leave it right there. Okay, so it's just starting to get dark, and we've come up here, up the trail to the bridge. Last night we were up here, and this is my dad, Steve. Say hi, Dad.
Hi.
And he decided to wait here at the bridge while we went up the road, and while we were gone, he had a little experience. So why don't you tell us what happened?
On both sides of the bridge, I hear them playing in the creek. Sound like they're playing in the creek. And then a little while later, it sounded like they were underneath.
Under the bridge?
Underneath the bridge, yeah.
So what kind of sounds were you hearing?
It was a rock.
Rocks moving?
Rock throat in the water.
Really? Like something was splashing. So
Yeah.
You think maybe they were throwing rocks in your direction, or?
I don't think they were throwing in my direction. It sounded more like they were playing around.
Just playing around, huh? That's pretty cool. And you said you heard the brush moving over here too?
Yes, it was back in there, probably 100, 200 feet back in. There was lots of brush noise.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. Were you freaked out at all?
No.
No? Cool with it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to hear. Apple don't fall far from the tree.
Right.
Thanks for sharing that with us.
You're welcome.
No, I didn't. How long after I went up the hill did you hear it?
It's when you're coming back.
Oh, just coming back down, huh?
Yeah, you're about halfway down that little hill.
So you heard one whistle from up the creek?
Yeah, right up in here.
That's when I was over there.
And then when you come down, just before you got here, over here.
Right down there, huh?
Where was I?
You were still over there by the stump.
Just wondering if they were whistling because I was over there. So
Letting them know that you went off the road, huh? Okay, we are here with the folks from WASRT and my stepmother. So we are at the original gifting spot, and one of the first things we have found is this stick stuck in the ground right there. This didn't just fall out of a tree. I mean, you can see the end is dirty there. There's dirt on it. There's no bark. That's been on the ground for a while, so something stuck that in the ground. So Juanita here has left some gifts here in this bucket.
toys out.
Oh, they took the toys out. She tells me they left tomatoes, which were taken out and thrown away. They put them on trees, and now they're back off the tree. Oh, that's pretty soft. Wow. So that's where the bite mark was that you were telling me about on that, huh? Yeah, so they took a big old bite of that. I wish I could have seen it while it was
Empty.
a little fresher.
What did you have in there? Empty.
What was in it?
Peanut butter. A jar of peanut butter.
That's it?
Oh no. This time we had 2 bars of those
Oh, the granola bars.
granola bars, a package of graham crackers,
Oh,
and the toy.
I'm not seeing any wrappers. They definitely don't like the tomatoes.
They don't like celery either.
Here's
the
the
celery stick that from a while back.
celery sticks right over there. Yeah, they don't like celery. And they took the toys out and left those on the ground. You're being a nut. Look at how tough you are. Come on, let's go. Come on. It's okay, Hannah. I know, you don't want to play her puppy games, do you?